Hello, in this video I'm going to show you what to do if your gas fireplace will not stay lit. Now if you light your fireplace and it goes out in a few minutes or a few seconds, this will fix it. Now 2 years ago this happened to me and I couldn't figure it out, so I called the gas company. They came out and they fixed it for me and I watched the guy. Well, lo and behold, the next year, the cold season started, I jumped in here, lit it up, thinking it's all good, same thing. So I did exactly what this gas technician did, boom, fixed it. So I'm gonna show you how to do it, what he did and what I've done. And as you can see here, this is dirty. This is really dirty. So I just took the grill off of it. I took the decorative fake logs out, and this is the start of the season. So I'm going to clean this up and show you what I do to get my gas fireplace to work. And now again, what will happen, or what this one's doing, I'll turn it on, prime it, and hit the igniter. The pilot light will come on, and after it's on for a little bit, I'll flick a switch and make the gas come through these pipes here, and boom, the beautiful flame pops up. It starts heating, and right about the time you think, oh, this is perfect, it's going to work, all of it shuts down. So I'm going to show you what to do, so let's get started. Okay, first things first, like I said, I removed the grill, removed the decorative logs, and you can see how this is all dirty and grimy. So again, first things first, I'm gonna vacuum this out. All right, so I have vacuumed this out real good, but it's still dusty. So next, I'm taking just a damp cloth. Now, I'm telling you this from experience. Use a cloth, don't use a paper towel, because once you get down in here and over in here with your paper towel, the paper towel's gonna get wet because you need it damp a little bit, and it's gonna stick down in these little holes or down in here. And you don't want, and that's eventually gonna dry. So when you turn your fireplace on, if it's stuck down in here, it's gonna burn. It could catch on fire, could float away and burn your house down, or it could just burn up in here, but you're definitely gonna smell it. So if you use a cloth, this is just a wash towel we use for the bathroom shower, and I'm just gonna wipe all this down. And after I wipe this down, I'm gonna wipe down in here. All right, so as you can see here, I've wiped all this down. I know it looks like on the camera that this is still dirty, but I promise you it's not. It's just kind of just the way it looks. Now, some of this other stuff in the corner, I'm not gonna worry about. I'll probably get it later after I make the video, because I don't want to bore you with me cleaning. But the next step, what you're gonna do is take a Q-tip, run it under water, and take your fingers and just do that, and wring the water out of each one of them. And I'm on this little hole right here. I'm just gonna clean around that. Clean in there like that. And I'm gonna tell you what the problem is here in just a second. Next, I'm gonna clean around this. And the next little thing is right here. Now, you may need a few Q-tips to get this done, because it's just like the paper towel, you don't want this to get dry and tear off down here. These are wet. The ends of these Q-tips are wet. So I'm just going over like this and cleaning what I can off of them. The main culprit that's causing the fireplace to shut off is the flame comes out of this. Comes out right there. This right here is your igniter. Whenever I press this, you can see it ignites it. So it shoots the flame out. This here's not the problem. This is the problem. This is a safety feature that when the flame comes out of this, it's gonna shoot over this. And once this detects the heat, it's going to continue to let gas flow through your system. Now, once the flame, once this little thing here does not detect the flame anymore, or thinks the flame's gone, even though it's there, it's gonna shut the system off. It's a safety feature. So it's still gonna, it's gonna shut it off, and gas is not gonna flow through here. It's gonna shut the flow of gas off. So in turn, the flame goes out. So to fix this little safety valve right here, you clean it, and you clean it, and you clean it, and you clean it. Now I'm taking the same towel that I used to wipe this down with, and I'm just gonna taking my fingers. I'm not being gentle, but I'm not being rough either, because you don't want to damage it. So I'm just going over it, and I'll show you an example here in just a second. You can see how I'm doing it here. I'm getting all sides of it. What happens is that dust, and as the flame during the season flows over this, it just corrodes it, kind of like a brass penny, and it gets corroded. I think you can get like a wire brush and go over it. I've not done that because it's never really been that bad for me yet. I just clean it really good with like this, and it usually does the trick. Now, I'm gonna show you exactly how I fixed it here in a minute. But earlier I told you the flame comes out of this right there. You can take your Q-tip and just clean in there. You don't want to jab the Q-tip all the way in there. Basically what I'm doing is getting the dust out, and if you've got some canned air, you can blow down in here as well. Or if you don't, just take your mouth and get as close as you can to it and blow down in there. That's what I'm getting ready to do. All right, so let's see if what I have done fixes it. So I'm gonna turn the gas on. All right, look at this. You see the thing that we were cleaning right there? See the blue flame? Then you see the red flame coming out, how that orange flame is dancing around. Watch it dance around. That should be a solid orange flame on that little sensor. Now, if I had to make a guess, it'll probably cut off here in a minute. I hope it don't, but if it does, it just means it needs more cleaning. But you can see how bright that orange flame is once it does what it's supposed to do. If it's dancing around like that, that means we need to take some canned air. You need to clean out this area right in here a little bit better, so the gas flow can come out easier, and it'll make that flame hotter, which will turn it that orangish color, and that orange color will be on that. But I don't know if you can hear it or not, but you can definitely see it dancing around. Watch it. I mean, this is safe, but this will eventually go out, because that orange flame is supposed to be constant on that sensor. If you see the brightness of that flame, that's how bright it needs to be constantly on that sensor. So I'm going to cut the gas off and clean it just a little bit more, see if I can get it to look any better. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Just for giggles, rewind this video and look at the blue flame. Remember, the blue flame was sitting about halfway to what it is right now. Now the blue flame is touching that little sensor. That's exactly what you want. That blue flame needs to be touching very close to that sensor, and that yellow flame does not need to be dancing around like that. So I'm going to cut it back off. I'm going to clean it just a little bit more and see if I can. I'm satisfied with the blue flame, but the way that orange flame is dancing around like that, I don't like it, because all that has to happen is somebody walk by real fast and the wind of their body blow this thing, and it'll blow it off that sensor, and it'll shut off. So I'm gonna stop the video and clean some more, or cut this off and clean some more. Okay, people, I have cleaned and cleaned, and it's still dancing around like that. So I know what's going to happen if I don't clean back in this area right here better. So I went and bought me some canned air. This is just basic canned air, and I'm going to spray like crazy right here, just this whole general area. And after I spray the area, I'm gonna stick this nozzle about 1/8 of an inch down this tube here to about right there and just blow it. Okay, you remembered what the flame looked like before. Let's see what it looks like now. All right, so I'm priming a little bit. I'm getting ready to start it back. Oh, that's perfect. See how the blue flame's even closer to it now? Ah, turned it the wrong way again. Now you can see that blue flame is perfectly on this little sensor right there. And you can see you do not want that bouncing around off that like it was before. Again, rewind this video and watch it the way it was before. Just a simple cleaning, that's exactly what this thing needed. So I'm gonna let this run just a little bit. I still don't like the orange flame bouncing around like that, but I do know for a fact that the blue flame is shooting out a good, probably more than 1 inch more than it was earlier. So again, that's all you've got to do is clean the orifices out right here. But right here is the problem, that little sensor and the orifice that the gas comes out of. The flame, the igniter is not your issue like a lot of people think. It's you have to have that blue flame sitting on top of that little sensor right there. And I'm gonna stop the video, or stop the flame, so you can see where the blue flame is. It's actually over. Watch. Boom. You seen where it was? So, and there you see it again. Sorry about that beep. That was an alarm. I got my carbon monoxide detector sitting right here beside of it, and it does it every now and then when I turn stuff off and on. But anyway, you can see where the blue flame is. That's your goal, is to get that blue flame over that little sensor. If you like this video, please subscribe. It helped me out tremendously. Check out some of my other videos. I just post common sense stuff. I'm not an expert at anything, but I know a lot about a lot of things. So I'm gonna post stuff regularly on here, and I'll talk to you soon. But if you don't care, hit that like button and subscribe. Talk to you soon.